Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Gunjan and you're watching Travels with Sharma. And today we are doing a very different video for my channel. It's not related to makeup, skincare, any sort of lifestyle and beauty content, but something which people around me have been asking me. So it's all about how you can start your freelancing in 2025 and you can easily earn up to 30 to 50k per month. So it's been more than 3 years since I started freelancing and no one taught me about it. I have not taken any sort of classes or any sort of training for that. But I started it when I was in Mumbai. Before that, I worked for a company. What happened was I just came across a post who was asking for freelance content writers, and they've mentioned that they will be providing a competitive pay. So I just DM'd them about that and I've told them about my experience. We've talked about it, that how the work is gonna be. They asked me for my samples, I've given them that, and I've locked the deal with that client. So now let's start with what is freelancing. Many of you all might not know, but it is a very good career option. I would say there are some disadvantages of that, but advantages always overpower what freelance offers you. What is freelancing firstly? So it is where you don't work for a company. You basically work for a client, but in that situation you have the power to make decision. If you want to take certain projects or not, you can decide what you want to charge for that project. You can just consult it with the client, you can negotiate a bit, and if it seems like a fair deal, you just grab it. And that's how I have worked with them. So many times there were company involved, but they were giving me money on the basis of how much I was working, and that is something I consider a steal deal. With freelancing, you can work from any part of the world. Even if the company is based in Delhi or in Mumbai, I can work from any part. I can work from my hometown. I don't need to go at that place, spend too much money. So it is an easier way. Now comes the part where how you can start your freelancing thing. Firstly, to start a freelancing thing, there have to be certain points that need to be considered. When a client or a person is looking for freelancer, they look for their experience. So it is very important for you to have a certain form of experience. It could be either 6 months, 1 year, but I will always suggest you to have more than 8 to 7 months of experience, because that will literally up your game. Secondly, try to collect your samples wherever you are working, whether you are working as a full-time, part-time. Just have the copy of your work with you, whether that is any sort of link or any sort of document. Just try to keep it safe with you. So when I told people that I was working as a freelancer, they also got curious about how they can start, and I've given them like a very easy answer that you can literally start it on LinkedIn. And these people were actually from the creative background. One of my friend is a video editor, another one is a graphic designer, and one of them is also a copywriter. So even I've been trying to pursue various niche. One person has really started in the field of social media marketing, and they have also been asking me about how they can start freelancing. My only, and as always, my only answer to them is just go to LinkedIn and create a profile of yourself. Likewise, I said you need to have a certain sort of certain time of experience. It's good if it is 1 year, because when you have like a full-time or part-time experience, people consider you that you know the setting of it, you know when to give the work, the deadline and all. So LinkedIn is just like any other social media platform, but the difference is it provides you a network of your own, a profile of your own, which gives you career opportunities. And it is so important, which I personally believe it is very important. I've seen so many people having a very amazing LinkedIn profile. Honestly, I have not worked on that because I've been getting clients without working on it, but I've seen people having a good market for themselves, having a good people connected to them through an amazing network. So, which is what I am talking about, that you need to firstly work on creating a profile for yourself. You just need to go to the LinkedIn login, add your resume, which is very important, add all your degrees, where all have you worked till now, what sort of experience you have, any sort of certificate, everything. You just need to add it over there. People can just check your profile easily. Now I will show you how you can start searching for the clients. Once you are on your home page where you will see all your networks and all, even if you don't have a network, try to approach people with the same field. Suppose I am looking for content writing people, so I will search for the content writer. The moment I search content writer, on the left hand side you will see on this page we will find different tabs of jobs, post, people, groups, companies, products, more jobs. In jobs you will find the direct jobs where you want to work with. I will first go to the people option, the people who are content writer. So firstly, the people who are in mutual with me will come, and I'll also see people who all have like a great profile and who are close to where I live. So people from Rajasthan, I can see people from Jaipur, I can see. And on top of it, you will see a panel where you have different sort of customization options. You can look out for active hiring person. Can look out for the location. So you will find people accordingly. If you want to look out for content writer based in Mumbai, so I can search for that location, Mumbai. And accordingly, the people who are working in the field of content writer will come. If I'm looking for freelance opportunity, I will search for freelance content writer, and I have all of the connection. The people who are working as freelance writer will come on the basis of the location that I have chosen. You can also look for any certain company who are working on remote basis, because that's when you also get a good pay scale. And once you have connected with them, you have your own network. What happens is, when these people will like a certain post, or when these people will comment on a certain post, they'll automatically come to your feed. So it is like an opportunity only when you connect with those people, because the moment those posts will come on your page, on your home page, you can actually look out if this opportunity is beneficial for you or not. Therefore, I say that your connections are very important on LinkedIn. At times I also get connection requests from people who are not from my background. Suppose I have people coming from some business profile, people are coming from finance profile, so I don't usually accept them, because what they are interested in, I am not interested in that. I would only look out for people who are either content writer, who are either working in a certain company, content writer who are working on freelance basis, content writers who are working either as a part-time, or I will also accept the connection request of HR who are providing job opportunities on remote basis. I will always suggest you to work on for at least a week in building your network. Have at least 50 to 100 connections which are ideal for your profession. It could be anyone related to graphic designing, copywriting, video editing, social media marketing, and now I've been seeing AI expert also coming as freelance in the freelance category. So you can also try that, whichever creative field you have. We also have digital marketing opportunities on freelance basis a lot on LinkedIn. So what I'm gonna do, I'm again gonna search on freelance content writer, and I'm gonna just enter. Now I'm still on the people tab, so I'm just gonna click on that, and I'm gonna go on to the posts. That's where the real deal is. Now you will see the first post as looking for a freelance writer, 100% human content only. Now you will see the pay word is written, which is 0.5 per word. If you have ever worked as a writer with a company who is only providing you up to 20K, and but you have to write 60,000 words for a month, you are working on a very low rate with the company. But if you have written like 60,000 words in a month at this rate, which is 0.5, which is easily equal to 30,000. So 0.5 is like a very basic rate. Currently I am working at 1 or either 0.8. If you feel like 0.5 is good for you, just go for it. You can literally comment it down, your number or whatever, but I will always prefer to just go to this person's profile and connect with them and message them first. You can add a note: I want to apply for the position of content writer on freelance basis, and you can just send it to them. You will, the moment they'll accept your connection request, they will get this message to which they can reply. Let me show you all one more example of the same thing. I will always say that whenever any sort of opportunity comes up, look after the profile of the person. Once you've clicked that, just check the connections and everything, go after their activities and all, because at times we have frauds available. So try to not get involved with that. So this person has 499 followers, 259 connection, which is an ideal thing. You can also check their contact info. You have your you can also see their educational background and the overall activity. So you can just follow them, or you can click on more and connect with them easily, which is an like easiest option. You can directly message them. I would say this is the most easiest way to approach, because people also approach you back. I use LinkedIn almost on daily basis. There are times when I'm not looking on it, when I'm busy with my deadline work, then only I don't look after the LinkedIn. But currently, let me tell you on my situation. Till now, I've grabbed like 6 to 7 clients from LinkedIn only. Some have given me a very amazing rate with whom I'm working right now. Some have also given me like a base rate. With freelancing, one thing you need to consider is you might not have a regular flow of work. You might get work, you at times get work like once in 5 days, twice in 5 days, once in a month. So what you actually need to work on is trying to have that connection with client, is approaching them regularly. If you're not getting the work, just try to approach them and say that you are up for work and is there any work available, because I do this and I do get the work. Secondly, when you're working as a freelance individual, try to give the best. Try to have that 100% authenticity in the content. People don't accept AI content, plagiarized content. So you need to make sure that your content is free from all of that. So LinkedIn is not only about finding freelance job. You can also look forward to full-time and part-time jobs. There are like hundreds of applications that comes over every week that even I came across, and I instantly apply for that if I feel they're providing me right pay. And at times client have like a lot of work, so it's basically the vendor who is connected with the client. So if the vendor has lot of work, and you will provide them good quality work, because that is the only thing that they want. You are not working on like a fixed salary basis, so you need to work upon your quality. And I have learned a lot throughout these years. When I started, I think I started even before 2022. I started in end of 21 as a freelance person, and the first opportunity that came was at a very good rate, and I grabbed that, and I worked for them for almost 1.5 years. Next thing is that if you feel like whenever you get a client, don't stop at that position. Whenever you feel whenever you get a certain client, it might not always be possible that your client will stay with you forever. Things might change, they might not have work, or there might be a chance that your work does not impress them. So always look forward to new clients. So now let's just search for a different sort of position rather than content writing. So I'm going to search for freelance video editor, because a friend of mine has been asking me a lot about video editing on freelance basis, and I only told them try LinkedIn, please try LinkedIn. Look here. So let me tell you all, you will not only get the job posting or the person who is looking for freelance individuals, you'll also see people posting about how they're good at freelancing and they're trying to build their network, from which you can also learn that this is what you can post. Likewise, this person has posted, are you hiring for a freelance video editor? And she's trying to build a network and trying to have a client with whom she can work for long term. So what she's doing, she has made this banner where she has shown all her skills in the video edit in this video, and she has also added her email so that people who are interested can literally approach her from there. Also provide link of all the samples and documents, which you can also do. You can also create this link and people can click it on. Just likewise, I've clicked it on and I'll see all the samples, which is an amazing part, because client get impressed from these tactics, and this is what you need to focus on when you're working as a freelancer. You cannot just tell them that I am good at it, I'm good at that. Now let's look at a position where this guy has written, looking for freelance video editor, DM me or mail me. It's so easy. You just need to you just need to mail them about your sample and CV, and they will approach you. Like, it's the most easiest version for a freelancer to have their individual clients and people with whom they can get a better pay. Likewise, there's another one, hiring a freelance video editor for a cybersecurity YouTube channel. This is another post which has all the requirements that the person is looking for. They're just asking you to DM them. And what else do you want? When it comes to freelancer, many people suggest you to start working through Fiverr, Upwork, People Per Hour. Trust me, I've tried them. It will take you years. On Fiverr, I think I got my first client within a year, and after that nothing has happened. It's been 4 years and nothing. And the way LinkedIn has literally surprised me out of nowhere, because I get to connect with people, which is not available on Fiverr and any other platform, because you get to build your own product over there. At times people just don't approach beginner freelancers because they feel like they will have less experience. On the other hand, with LinkedIn, you can easily chat with them like a Facebook sort of thing, but for your career prospects. So it's an amazing platform. I feel like at times you don't need to have like any such video or training. You just need to explore how LinkedIn works. I mean, if you have created or curated yourself an amazing profile, people will consider you as their first option. I'm not even kidding. I have not approached 2 of my best clients. They have approached me. Even though I have only posted like 3-4 posts, but those posts were so good. So when I know the difference between a certain sort of field, people believe that they know about this work. They have a good experience. Sample is another thing which I believe works 100%. Lastly, one thing I would say, that if you are someone who are working as content writer, social media marketer, or even if you are digital marketing, you can focus on 3 of your field, but I will always suggest you to have 2 of your major fields. Best part about freelancing is having the power to make the decision of which work you want to do, which client you want to work with, at what rate you want to work with. There is no such person who will boss around you. So this is what I wanted to share for a very long time, I won't say, but yeah, I wanted to make this video after hearing so many people asking me about freelancing opportunities, how you can grab them and how you can sustain with them, because that is what the important part. Disadvantage of freelancing, I'll say, is at times you might not get work for certain months, where you might feel little, demotivated. That is when you need to look after new clients. That is when you need to start your search. And this is why I was saying that do not stick with one client, because even the client doesn't know when he will not have the work. So you need to have a backup for yourself if you want to survive in this particular category. So yeah, this was my personal experience from which I have become a full-time freelance content writer. I'm also working as an academic writer. So both of the field works for me through LinkedIn, and I have not got clients from any other site. And trust me when I say this, even if you've worked as an intern, try to collect all your samples with yourself, so that whenever you're approaching a client on freelance basis or even on remote basis, you can showcase them your skills. So yeah, this was it for today's video. I hope you all have enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Bye.